So here we go. Natty or not video format. I decided to do one of these natty or not uh, investigations. Okay, it's like this format that I've seen show up. It sounds like a meme format, natty or not. So it's like it's connected to a meme. There's a guy, he's grading his Israel tell even harder. That's something right now. He likes to make videos. Natty or not. Okay, who's safe for all natty or not? This that person natty or not. Greg Doucette. Okay, and he's right now most likely Israel telling his Greg and his Israel tell like even harder than last time. So it's just another like show. There's a point. There's like a format that some health fitness influencers do. It's like natty or not. Okay, so it's somebody who's like a big guy, a bodybuilder, and it's like is he natty or not? It's like a proper investigation, like play detectives. Is he a natty? Is he not a natty? So I'm gonna do one of these natty or not format videos on American Dream, and I made a video. The man is not the name. I made all these videos like this guy is not a lady, and it is okay. And I was outrageous. It's okay, and it's okay. Now what changed? I actually pulled the video. Why? What changed? Not he didn't like threaten to give me a strike on video or like some of this. It's I showed up in his chair when I was live. But like say Frank the Photo, it's like shows up and I just got to like this guy's not he's on the gear or something like this. That's what I see. And then it's like next time I show up on his live stream, he's like friendly. So how he treated me maybe from the video. See? So it's like I was triggered by his mere presence on YouTube at first. And then I don't think this guy's a natty. Like a fake natty. This is what I was thinking. And it's actually in Gold Lies, it's right there to Brian. Okay. The natty guest stations, that natty station. So keep an eye on. Okay. And like spot is getting look at his games. And I just showed Ghost Light and I showed in the chat like hello. He said hello. And so just that he was respectful, and that made me kind of feel uncomfortable having attacked me on my channel, just how he treated me. See? So his goodness led me to repentance of changing my ways for him. So he got like a freebie around his start. He's not having that or not videos made by me on it. That guy is not the name. Now don't jinx it, okay? Let's see. If this is next live stream, yeah, it'll be pretty more dog whistles and that stuff. It might change. Might have to make another video. But here we go. This is Ned or not, Mike's on Ned or not video. And I'm one of the first people that called out Liver King. You don't understand. There's a lot of young men now that are deceived by fake natural bodybuilders. And it boils down to this. I called out Liver King years back. Okay. Before Penguin C made a video, this guy's not a real natty. Okay. Say pretty much what Penguin C said in his video. I said at first, Penguin. Penguin C, Charlie, moist critical. Moist and tender. Moist critical, being yet tender. He's but a boy and being yet tender. Most critical. Made a video. And pretty much what I've been saying about is Penguin come lately. Penguin come lately. So that's another topic. That Penguin C, I recommend you to check out Moses Palmer's YouTube channel and take on his book on how to do public speaking. To hopefully rub off by Moses just watching his videos. You can start rubbing off like get a little bit of energy, a little bit of further that could help. Because Penguin C might come from him by the way. He's definitely a natty. Okay? I say he's natty. Because he'd be more muscular if he was doing TOT just from moving around all day. So that the build he has right now is a gamer build. Okay, it's a gamer build. So I've seen a few videos now. I'm looking at that. That's the point. American Dream, natty or not? Okay, is he a natty? Is he not? Natty, not. Natty, not at the color. Natty, not. Natty, not. Give him musical chairs. And sit down. Leave you hanging suspenses. It's kill murder. Okay. So is he a natty or not? So this is a natty or not format investigation video. And we're going to be looking at American Dream. Who is American Dream? American Dream is a person who I got to know on the YouTube streets, doing panel surfing, panel hopping over the years. And I first encountered him on YouTube. Could it be 6 years ago? Possibly 5, 6 years ago. Right around the same time that I encountered Poon, who I still frequent his streams. Okay. So I do that panel hop, and if you check my community page, you might have seen that sometimes I share like this guy's live and I'm a guest. Okay, so I do quite a lot of panel hopping, and a lot of the American streams that I visit are accurately describable as Jerry Springer streams. Okay, which is not like an insult, necessarily, but if you look at the streams that you might, it's like the Jerry Springer show on YouTube. It's like some guy comes up, you're an N-word. So that is, I'm not an N-word, you're a Mexican. Okay. He says, what a guy, it's like, he's like, "Look, do you understand? I'm gonna dox your children." Somebody understand? It's like, do you understand? It's like Jerry Springer. That's what these like normal pants end up being a lot of times, like round tables of a certain type of Jerry Springer. So anyway, American Dream, he's a streamer, and he's been streaming for years. And a little bit of backstory about American Dream before I show him. Dream is an old school vintage bodybuilder. So he's like an old school meat and potatoes bodybuilder. The type of guy that's like doesn't believe in full range of motion or functional fitness. That's for sissies, okay? It's like you train hard, you get your protein, the pump, okay, get the pump, and okay. He's an old school vintage bodybuilder. He doesn't do things with like ropes or like rubber bands or like full range of motion or play touch button in the park or with his coach or something. His is like an old school like meat and potatoes, pumping iron, doing voids question mark is he okay? So it's like pumping iron and doing T-jacks on the set. See? Pumping iron and T-jacks. Okay, that's his philosophy. The old school vintage bodybuilder is like egg whites, T-jacks, and pumping iron. Okay, and it's the pump. I said chasing the pump. It's just the T-jack. That's the T-jack. It's T-jacks, pumping iron, and okay, and it's like now, if I make this video, say I think it's like he has himself and Elijah's be like, okay, like, yes, I don't do or the other side. He's like hinted at, possibly joked about, but it's like he's doing this and he's doing that. Okay, so it's like he himself put it more like that. I'm not a natty, possibly thing. Okay, so he might even remember this. This back from his raging drunk periods. So if you accept his testimony, he's turned his life around and became a teetotaler, stopped drinking alcohol. So when he used to be streaming, he would be streaming drunk, he'd be an active alcoholic, like active alcohol addiction. And this is what he would say about himself. And he disappeared off of YouTube, and it's like, I asked Ronnie, what happened to the dream? He's in prison, it turns out. Why did he go to prison? Allegedly a domestic situation, which made him outlive his welcome on the Poon channel. Because Poon is a guy. It's like no, if you're domestic, I don't want to be on this guy. So Poon went to prison, and he seems to be one of these rare success stories where it's like somebody goes to prison and they end up turning their life around after going to prison. Like a lot of times people go to prison, they become like a repeat. It's just like in and out, in and out. A lot of times. American Dream seems to be a guy who was reformed by prison, or how he responded to prison. Where it's like he comes out and I was like, yeah, I almost lost my life from the drinking and even going to prison as if it had been for the alcohol, being an alcoholic, I wouldn't have gone to prison. And he comes out and he claims to have been sober for about 6+ months, a year, whatever, or more. So yeah, that's if I'm accepting that he's not lying and playing games, it's like this is what I've been wishing for. Actually, before he went to prison, I would hang out with him. And he's a raging alcoholic, literally and figuratively. Okay, and on things I'd be like, "Hey, Dream, trying to get some advice. Dream is like you. Why don't you get back into your old, return to your roots of bodybuilding and take care of yourself and get back into that." And that's what the answer was because I could see the answer. And once he found somebody, I guess he could find the answer himself too. Oh, yeah, that's something I should be doing. So, American Dream, Natty or not? Breaking news. Breaking news, American Dream, uh, Natty or not? Jo, jag tror det är sant. There's a disclaimer as opposed to disclaimer, which means if somebody's claimed I'm infringing upon the copyright, they're lying. So it's a disclaimer. So, so here we go. Here, 5 sets of 5 pump action, and he's 50 plus. Okay, so that's part of context too. Live highlight here. He uploaded this.
I put on 30 pounds of muscle in 4 months.
What is it? He put on.
I put on 30 pounds of muscle in 4 months.
He put on 30 pounds of muscle in how many months?
I put on 30 pounds of muscle in 4 months.
He put on 30 pounds of muscle in 1 month, he says. Okay. Natty or not, he's 50 plus, okay, fresh out of prison, being a raging alcoholic, and alcohol and losing testosterone. So, like, he recently, since come out of prison, I'm sober, okay. It's like an AA success case. I'm sober now, okay. Since I came out of prison, I'm sober, okay, and I'm getting back into bodybuilding again, like seriously. Now, to be fair with him, I don't think he ever stopped bodybuilding. Like even in his addiction, he was intermittently doing bodybuilding, but it's definitely at a higher level now than before, and it's not posting himself with alcohol. So the American Dream, Natty or not, and he can leave. Maybe I mentioned he can watch the video and from the horse's mouth, he's probably got to say I'm a Natty or I'm not or something. So he said he put on 30 pounds of muscle in 1 month. Okay, and this is a person who's 50 plus and has for the last decade or so been a raging alcoholic type of person, alleged reporter. Okay, so American Dream 2024, Natty or not, is he a natural bodybuilder or has he been doing the T-jacks? Has he been doing the T-jacks? Okay, has he been doing the T-jacks?
I'm doing something right.
I mean, he's not in bad shape. So if you just look at the physical appearance, look at his age, he's not bad for a 50 plus year old. He's got big arms to me and he's got lean muscle. So if you analyze it as a body perspective, he's got low body fat percentage and with size. Okay, so he's got big arms with low body fat percentage. So it's not just all fat, big arms. It's like the Michelin man. Okay, he's got lean muscle. I'd say. Not as low ball percentage as I have. If the competition who's got the biggest arms, he wins. If the competition is who's the leanest, has the lowest body fat percent, the best definition, it will be me winning. Okay. So if you get into the symmetry and things like this, got the best symmetry. But if you look at the arms, it's not bad. Okay, he's got low. I don't have to look at the whole thing, but his arms have good definition of body fat percentage. Now, here's some things. Visual indicators of testosterone. It's like you'll see a lean muscle physique. So if you want to achieve and maintain lean muscle, like an athletic, strong build, muscular build with low body fat percentage, you want high testosterone. You don't want it to be low. If testosterone goes down, body fat goes up. If testosterone goes down, energy goes down. So if testosterone goes up, body fat goes down, muscle goes up, and energy goes up. So high testosterone yields high energy or good athletic performance. In short, high testosterone yields good athletic performance. What is athletic performance? I can use all these different words. there's different aspects of athleticism. So there's strength, like explosiveness, stamina, cardio, like different like athleticism. Well, there's marathon running athleticism as it's a competing marathon running, and they're not built to like bench press or do like strongman like this. They're built for this type of athleticism, running for a long time without taking breaks. Okay. Um, and then there's like box athleticism. We need a good combination of power, speed, and agility, and let's see, so this support. Testosterone, high testosterone, is connected to high energy, lean muscle, like low body fat percentage. So visual, one of the most reliable visual indicators of testosterone having declined from a previous level in a man, meaning less than it used to, if you start put on fat on a belly. And I'm not bullying like mid-aged men out there if you have like a beer belly. The issue that I hit on is there's a pandemic that we have men in their 20s, Sweden, America. A lot of men in their 20s, early 20s, which is like the male prime, like 20-year-olds that have a dad moment like 20, okay? Which means they have a big belly and kind of puffy and so this. Either that or another common build in the current generation, like young men in the 20s, is being like either scrawny or so-called skinny fat or fat, okay? So here's part of the secrets I've been teaching. Like a lot of it, people don't know what they're missing out on, okay? A lot of people are blind to my confidence. They might have come across my videos from like, the title is like, you can learn from me how to improve your mental, physical health and performance. So I say, yeah, sure, buddy, this guy's nuts, and they move on. See, this Abraham Hoff had a quote about man has an ability to like discover, stumble across a truth, pick yourself up and walk around and stuff like this. And this part of my YouTube channel has been an oasis of truth in this like black hole of lies and darkness that is YouTube, unfortunately. To a large extent, more or less. So here's the point. Okay. So here's the point. Okay, answer. Section 31, the objective form. Section 30D. Okay, answer. Stop harassing me. That's the point. If you want to see this video, lawyer deposition or something like this. And there's a lawyer who goes in to have his deposition taken. He's just either taking pills or drinking coffee. And what is the point? It's like they do like lawyers pills. That's the point. Yeah, so American Dream, natty or not? Is your natty? Is it not? American Dream, natty or not? Natty or not? No, natty or not? Okay. American Dream, natty, not natty. Not. Is it natty? Uh, yeah, so basically on the top of that, so what are some indicators that it's like look like the person has less low T than the average person? It's like lean muscle, like an athletic build, not scrawny. It's not just like you're emaciated. Okay, you look like a Holocaust victim or something like this. You know the people have been starving, like we're out saying, or anorectic is a better example. We had to go to the Holocaust to make this example. So anorectic, okay. You have like a link with Marilyn Manson was a celebrity that had an anorectic build at some point in time. Okay. Skin and bones. That's not what we talk about. That's not an indicator of high testosterone. So it's like the high testosterone look is muscly but lean. And that's a visual indicator. It's hard to have a lean muscle physique while having super low T at the same time. You have to work so hard, minding out everything. The things you can do. But basically, it's easy to achieve and maintain an athletic physique if you don't have low T. There's a reason why one of the most common PEDs that pro athletes use if they cheat is testosterone. There's a reason why pro bodybuilders do testosterone. It's because that is like the golden thing for getting in shape, staying in shape, and meeting fitness goals, having the energy to work. So it's not just about it's like you're exercising and it builds muscle more. It's about the recovery shortening if you don't have a lot of testosterone. It takes less time until you can work the same muscle group again. So with high testosterone, your recovery time is decreased, which means while we're training let's say 20 10 kilo bicep curls today. Okay. 20 sets of bicep curls, 10 kilo. And at the end of the day, my muscles are like sore. Wake up the next day, my muscles are like sore. Okay. How many days does it take until my muscles are not sore again? And it's like, I feel like I can work say muscle group again. Maybe for me, it would be like to that, like maxing out, like really going for like a PR. It's like, okay, work out to really like the max, and then I wake up the next day, I feel soreness in my biceps. How many days does it take until the soreness has subsided, which is an indicator, and I don't have like muscle weakness? There's like, okay, it's recovered enough for me to hit the same muscle group again. With low T, there will be more days in between that. So with low T, it will take longer time for you to recover. So it's not that more is better. There is a thing called overtraining, but most people talk about overtraining are lazy bums that justify not training hard and frequently. See, it's like the boogie man overtrain. I don't want to overtrain. Okay, so that is. So it's okay. So now the overtraining is a real thing. So what would be an example of overtraining? Well, it's not that better. Like I'm doing. It's not optimal for me to do bicep hammer curls every day. It's better to do bicep hammer curls every 3 days or so. See, so it's not better if I would switch to doing bicep hammer curls every day. Okay, it's actually better if I do it every 3 days or four. Okay, than doing them every day. And there could be an argument like maybe every 2 days you can do it or something like this. That's the point. It's better to do bicep hammer curls every third day than every day. So it's not like more exercising means more results and improvement. No, because if you're working out and you don't recover, you don't allow your muscles to, you break down the muscle fiber. It's like pasta hits the muscle fibers. You do bicep hammer curls, and it like breaks them, and then it goes back together bigger. See, you have muscle fiber here. Mike said that's bicep hammer curls. He's breaking these muscle fibers and broken apart, and then they grow back together, and it gets stronger and bigger. Um, and that's more or less scientifically accurate of a visual representation. So it's like if you're not allowing the muscles sufficient time to recover, and you just exercise, you sore in the bicep from training yesterday, going to failure, and now I'm going to do it again today. And then the next is like, I'm still sore, David going, it's like I keep doing it no matter how it feels. It's like you can actually lose strength, muscle, and things like this by overtraining and create injuries and things like this. So recovery is about close to as important as the training. Okay, meaning the recovery quality and sleep quality and quantity is a significant factor, like a variable that matters. Sleep quantity and sleep quality. Nutrition, getting sufficient protein and fats and things like this. If you don't get enough fats, that can also hurt your hormonal health. Okay, so you want to have healthy fats. Zinc is involved in testosterone production, synthesis, whatever. So there's supplements that I take that I personally believe are good for me. Okay, I take zinc, magnesium, vitamin C, ashwagandha, niacinamide, NAC, and acetylcysteine, ALA, alpha lipoic acid. What does ALA? Next time for Mike. And acetylcysteine. I'm glad you asked. And acetylcysteine. Okay. Oh yeah, the macho man knows. And acetylcysteine. The macho man knows. Oh yeah, the macho man knows. Sometimes I can do pretty good, so it's like I'm getting it. That's just the macho man Randy Savage voice. Okay, okay, well, one of the best like wrestling personalities ever. Macho man Randy Savage. So, anyways, the point. Where's I go with this? So yeah, what is NAC? Okay, here's run down my list of supplements that I believe, like the whole picture how I live my life, it is what makes me able to train in a performance level. I'm 36. I'm not spring chicken. I was born yesterday. I'm 36. Okay. I'm for you to the elder home at this point. Okay. So Oh, yeah. So here's the point. What supplements I take that I believe don't make me weaker for sure. N-acetylcysteine, NAC, okay. ALA, alpha lipoic acid. I believe that ALA can end up helping your testosterone, protect yourself from decline. Why? Because I believe there's certain toxic chemicals you can be exposed to that can lower your testosterone. And if something is an antioxidant, it can counterbalance the oxidative stress induced by the pro-oxidant toxin, thereby reducing the harmful impact on your hormones. Ding. Okay, see, okay. See, also funny. So it's important. Okay. So basically, I believe that if you take antioxidant, anti-inflammatory supplements, as I do, like you take your vitamin C, you take ALA and NAC, I believe that it can protect your body from, make you less vulnerable to certain toxins. Okay. So I believe if you're deficient in certain things, you're hurt more by environmental toxic exposures. Now, I'm not saying this, just take a lot of it and make you mortal. I'm saying that I believe that if you're vitamin C deficient, that you can make you weak. Okay. You get weakened by being vitamin C deficient. I believe if you're zinc deficient, that can lead to low testosterone. Because from my research, zinc is involved in testosterone production. So if you don't have enough zinc, it's like we're in the factory board, so we're going to make testosterone here. We don't have zinc. Okay. We're aiming for like 80 milligrams of testosterone. I mean, whatever. We have like 3 milligrams of zinc. We can't make this amount of testosterone. We can only make this much. So it'd be like similar if you're building a building, bodybuilding. I'm a Christian bodybuilder, by the way. Okay. I'm a Christian bodybuilder. And I make training live streams, I make videos like this, talk about how to be stronger, fitter, healthier to every person listens. So it's not like they only work the health fitness coaching for Christians, but the body of Christ is being built up and edified by hearing and taking my advice, if they do. So here's the point, and that's like a double entendre. I'm a Christian bodybuilder. The orange thorns, the way the horse, I'm the horsest. I got the horses. Everybody knows I got the horses. And the thorns and orange, the porch. Okay. See, yeah, what I support. So here's the thing. Tell you what. So here's the list of the supplements I take. NAC, ALA, and it's not rank ordered. It's just NAC, ALA, B complex, take that every day, omega-3 fish oil, vitamin E. If you want to know the like 5 supplements I would recommend every human adult to look into. Magnesium, vitamin C, niacinamide, B complex, D3 with K2. Okay. So, where we're going? Yeah, American Dream, natty or not? Okay, he's looking, just boom, boom, like brief, like just boom, glimpse, like flash scan. Okay, uh, I see higher testosterone than the average man his age. Okay, so I don't just see exercising and bodybuilding, exercising alone. I see a guy who works out and has higher testosterone than the average man his age in America. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing on Look American Dream a man who does work out, obviously, but I also see a guy that has higher testosterone than the average man his age. Okay. And you could guess is his testicles producing this? Is like internally sourced testosterone? Natural, okay, or not? Okay. Is he like his basically his American dream in between his live streams? They strap him down on a chair. He goes to some underground vault in the basement of the hospital. And they strap him like a chair like this. And like they pump fast acting. So I know if you watch the video, Batman and Robin, where they had the green, the villain woman, and they had Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger, speak of bodybuilders in the movie. Tonight, hell freezes over. Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze, okay. Arnold Schwarzenegger played Mr. Freeze in that Batman movie. And I think it was Uma Thurman. Was it Charlie Theron? Uma Thurman, possibly, who played the green villain S. Okay. And I don't remember who played. I think it was George Clooney played Batman that movie. And what's my point? There's a villain in the Bane. Okay. And there's a scene where it's like he's strapped out the table. And it's like they have like tubes that green liquid stuff like this. That being pumped into them. It's like Bane. It's like Bane. And it's just like, and that was a real bodybuilder. I don't think it was practical a muscle suit or CGI or something. So I think they actually had a bodybuilder to be like play the Bane and be a guy on the girl and go out this guy's muscles. And they might have had it before guy, and then like they show the parts like a montage. Was like it's a bodybuilders after. And like the old Hulk movies, think it was just a bodybuilder too. But now the new Hulk movies is CGI and like special effects. But I think the oldest Hulk, it was a bodybuilder. So they might have had a normal guy at first, like Clark Kent Superman. And so, oh, he's the Hulk one's not angry. Oh, he gets angry. And then now they have a bodybuilder switch to be the Hulk. I don't like a muscle suit. That's the point. My point is this: is that what Dream does in between streams? Where it goes to the basement of a hospital, and it's like pain, and they put a mask, like a Mexican wrestling mask on him, and hook like tubes into his fast acting testosterone, like just pump into his system, like American Dream, and he's got a turbo bottom. It's like okay, so it's that like the level of of not natural that he's at, or is he 100% natural? Okay, is all I said is that level of non-natural status where it's like think Bane in the back. We're gonna pull it up. Jamie, pull up Bane Batman movie. Okay, fast acting testosterone. So here we go. Hey, excuse me, hey. I said 36 degrees. Okay. Oh, well, there's like, I'm walking here. Okay. I'm walking. Okay. Walking in Memphis. Hey, hey, hey. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. This is like an acting humor. Like I'm trying. This Josh Paul is an actor. He was on Robert's podcast, and there's a part where he talked about how some people get after fame. Like they start being like a friendly to waiting staff and like a polite normal person, but once they get famous and blow up, they become like sassy with the waiting staff. Like, hey, excuse me, I said put a thermostat to 36 degrees, not 24. Okay, something like this. See, it's like a part of yoga podcast. So it's both a reference, a homage, and an exercise at the same time. So, anyway, support. Where we're going here. We're gonna go to look at the Bane movie. Okay. Hey, excuse me. Okay. Hey, excuse. I said 24 degrees, not 26. Okay. Okay. So what is this? It's not that. I'm still not even. Still prosecuted. Okay. Like, okay, do more like this. I'm the acting director, everything here. She's like, I like it a little bit less intense next time. So do not try. Okay. It's like, whatever. Here we go. We got to look at the clip here. Bane, Batman. Okay, here. Okay, Bane, Batman, George Clooney. Here. Here, okay. Now this is a fair use commentary. Okay, fair use protected commentary. A lot of times it's better to show than tell. If you talk about this is scene or this is happening, if you can show, it's better to show it than to talk about it a lot of times. So here we go. Presentation. Why it's not showing up? Okay, after a brief intermission there, it's something I got a problem. I had to refresh it. So here we go. Try again. Okay, so here is the clip that I was talking about. Creating Bane, Batman, and woman. Is this how American Dream's physique came to be? Or is it natural? So there's levels of NATTY and there's levels of not NATTY, okay? So there's this TRT, is like your dad goes tested at the clinic, you got a little bit low T than should have, low dose, okay? And there's levels to being natural. So here we go. Then here's the villainess.
Personal note.
And she uses pheromones. Now they're going real deep with this. The villain is using pheromones to enthrall and control men. Fragrance perfume lowers testosterone, makes you more docile, easy to tame by society. See? Fragrances, pheromones, smells, homemade perfume. The villain is working to control people. She wants to use pheromone smell. This is perfume for smell at pheromones. And then enthrall and she gets control of them. Which I could count as a hidden plain view truth of the deep state on himself. We got men using a lot of fragrance hiding opening products like air freshener, softener, cologne, deodorant. You might be piling on like a dozen fragrance products just at your morning routine. Some people out there like 12 different hygiene products they have perfume in it, fragrance, styrene, this, that, the other thing. So there's a regular rule of thumb. If it's fragranced, it's a commercial product, mainstream shampoo, shower gel, soft oil, most people use. If it's fragrance, if it's commercial, mainstream, the biggest, like most popular, and it's fragrance. So if it's like a commercial rather made product and it's fragranced, you can look at the thumb and go, what's that? It looks like this might be bad for my health. Okay, I say, in the fine print. Okay. So I said, well, what my advice? I recommend this has been part of my health fitness coaching for a long time, possibly the one of the best protocols out there. And it's been reduce the sugar, supplementation, like three categories of my health fitness protocol I've been teaching. Quit the sugar, detox your life, and get supplementation right. Okay. Learn about supplements. Okay. So supplements, detox your life, quit the sugar. Now, in the detox your life category, my protocol, my teaching, health fitness teaching, for free. That's been more valuable than a lot of health fitness influencers have been doing while making money. I'm not joking. I've been more valuable, more utility, like how much value I've been adding to the world and sharing with people, which also part of masculinity, what utility I have, how useful you are. Okay. I've been teaching health fitness coaching that's more quality, higher level, better teaching for people looking to look, feel better, live longer, be healthier, look the best, feel the best, get in shape, stay in shape. Better than Elliot Halls. So better than Elliot Halls. Like you would be better off listening to me all this year if you're looking to be your best self, strong, fit, healthy, than Elliot Halls. Okay. Has he been whatever says important. There's a conspiracy. So I'm a conspiracy realist, okay, aka theorist. A lot of times it begins with theorizing and arrive at a conclusion with certain. At first, when you're like a rookie conspiracy theorist, you might have feel like there's something not right about 9/11, and there's theorizing initially. especially. Which like, well, maybe it was inside job, maybe they did it like this. See, but eventually, with time, it went from being like a theory-heavy conspiracy guy to being fact-centered. It was like, I'm certain it was an inside job. The government lied to you. Okay, so there's nothing wrong. It's better to be a conspiracy theorist than not to be. Okay. Now, as a point, you should get to conspiracy fact. Okay. So I believe there's an agenda. The deep state, I've dealt with this before. The quote unquote movies showing hidden plain view truths. Like art to explain reality, you could say. Like art imitates life, life imitates art. Art explaining reality. Okay. So I've dealt with the high sugar. So the deep state Illuminati controls something behind the scenes. Hollywood, sports industry, music industry, the media, politics. The deep state Illuminati control the world system. They're in the physical. They have human beings, flesh and blood. Our body is going to be the worst Lucifer so for this. I support. They have an agenda to control the masses. They want to control the masses. They want to control the masses. They want to control the masses. And people are dumber and weaker and ignorant. So it's like weaker. Simple one word. People that are weaker are easy to control than people that are strong. And it is aspects of weak. There's mental weakness, spiritual weakness, physical weakness. See, so it's like a low IQ is mentally weaker than a high IQ. See, mental sharpness is a power. Smart, that's a power. Like being sharp, that's a strength. Being mentally sharp is a good thing to be. More like to beat an opponent in a game of chess or tic tac toe if you're sharp minded. See, the opposite of that. So if you're weak mentally, you're easy to defeat. Okay. So in warfare, you will soften up the enemy, conditioned to use conditioner. You're being conditioned to use conditioner. They want to soften you up with the softener, the soft serve ice cream and the soft drinks. I've been doing my research. I beg your pardon. And yeah, so I've been doing my research. Okay, I've been researchificating over here. Okay, so I've been researching stuff. Okay, getting okay, it's like finesse. I've been like getting into. I've been researching stuff. Okay, so what I learned from my research and experience, trial and error in research, failing at research, but succeeding at it. Um, Experimental Google searches, things like this. What I learned from research and experience, and I've been experiencing the research process. So what I've been experiencing is this. Remember what I told you before, the deep state control this world. They have a lot of people in a compartmentalized world where you're looking at an individual tree, like this is one tree, and they don't see that it's a forest. See? Like that world system controlled by the deep state Illuminati. It's like, well, you got the FBI, you got the Democrats and the Republicans, and they're at each other's throats. You got Vince McMahon, and you got Hulk Hogan, and Stone Cold Steve Austin, or like the Undertaker. Okay, whereas like Steve McMahon is the boss of both of them. Okay, which like, well, they understand. So Trump is like Vince McMahon. Okay. And then when the cameras are off, go backstage, he goes to the boardroom with like 12 men around a table. Okay, next press conference, tell them this Trump and so forth. It like it kind of simplified how my view on how politics work. Do you understand? It was like I'm just a figurehead, but you have the power. No, the real power lies in the hands of the patriots. Okay, but you have power. Like, no, okay, I'm just a figurehead. Something like this. The president as Don Anderson, Metal Gear Solid 2. I count that as an instant hidden plain truth. But this world, being one that can see like the guy in the Daily movie with the glasses. Only in the Matrix you see the code, like here's what the code says, there's two agents there or something like this. That's the type of person that, or Django, that's saying like typology. They're communicating, that's not a pattern recognition. I recognize this pattern. There's typology is part of what the deep state hunting view. So you have Django Unchained, the day live guy with the glasses or the red piper, Neo in the Matrix. Okay. Then the anti-type, meaning that what I mean by that is exact opposites. You have like a type, you can have like a opposite type, a type that's a diameter type. It's an opposite. So you have a good snake and a bad snake. You have the serpent problem, sin, in the Garden of Eden. The sin problem, human mortality, came into being by a snake, a serpent. The serpent was most suddenly beast of the field, which not God had made. And then the solution was another serpent. For as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so was the Son of Man be lifted up, that who saved this nation not perish but have everlasting and eternal everlasting life. Okay. Meaning the same thing. It's like live forever. Okay. So, and it's certain verses where you use eternal life and other everlasting life, and sometimes I want to try to quote them, I get it mixed up. So it's John 3 that's used everlasting or eternal life. I'm not sure, but the point is it teaches you receive the last life. So notice how this is the great counterfigure, Lucifer, son of the morning, Lucifer, Lucifer, son of the morning. Okay, I'm gonna chase you out of earth, Lucifer, Lucifer, son of the morning. Okay, I'm not making fun of it. It's like even Michael Archer himself durst not to bring when disputed for the body of Moses or this durst not to bring a real accusation but said Lord of beauty. So I'm not making fun of Satan. In the Satan's world system, there's a guy who's singing that. So if Satan was really like provoked by that, it's like he runs the world system. So JC would end up selling a lot of records if Satan was really not liking the song and feel like he was being. Do you understand? The world system is of Satan, in whom the God of this world has blinded the minds of them believe not. So Satan is the God of this world, the Bible teaches. Okay. And I've had retards that are biblically ignorant. Even people think the Christian God, Mike said worshiping Lucifer. Because they hear me called like Satan is the God of this world. And they're like, he's saying Satan is God, I guess it's Luciferian. No, that's what the Bible teaches. Okay. Satan is the God of this world, and the father lost people, in whom the prince of the power of the air walk after the spirit that caused this world, the spirit working shall disobedience. Prince of the power of the air, the spirit that working shall disobedience. The prince of the power of the air. Do calcium, radio, I heard on the radio, extra calcium, Ra, Horus, Ra, R-A, the Egyptian sun god, I think was Ra. Radio, airwaves, radio broadcasting, part of the world system. We get real deep with the decoding now, the matrix is decoding. Raw, all these like fake gods are demons in disguise. Quetzalcoatl, the Mayan peace gods, like, oh, Quetzalcoatl. It's like, what do they end up doing? Like when the priest class of a nation, like the Aztecs, Mayans, like Apocalypto, think Mel Gibson, Apocalypto. What do they do? Whatever they do to induce an altered state. If it's like sweat lodges, sleep deprivation, coupled with dehydration, coupled like rhythmic dancing, or it's like ayahuasca bark or licking a frog, they're doing something to induce an altered state. And human beings, when in an altered state, can have altered perception of things. And then you can argue, it's like, well, a schizophrenic or an Aztec priest who does LSD or something like this. Or do you understand? Like someone does DMT, like Roman, and they see like reptilians flying around or something like this. Do you understand? And like, I'm not making fun of schizophrenia, as you know, but paranoid schizophrenia is an altered state. Brain chemistry, obviously, with the brain. Now, it's not like only paranoid schizophrenics can have the brain malfunctions in a way. A person who's a non-paranoid schizophrenic can have auditory visual hallucinations by ingesting a psychedelic drug, such as DMT or ayahuasca or LSD or something like this. Okay, I don't know, I haven't tried these things, but it's like I'm a health fitness person. I have competence when it comes to health fitness. I know about substances, toxins, antitoxins, the brain, and things like this. Because I've called myself an expert before. So it would be kind of strange if I couldn't know a few things. Okay, has fingers. So that's the point. So here's the point. Who do you think that these people are? Demons, okay. So they have always been around, okay. The demons in our generation was like they live 85 years and they die of old age and they have children for this. It's like a fixed number where the angels that fell roughly a third or so. They're the same fallen angels. It's not like they've been married, having children, to my knowledge. Like there's more fallen angels all the time or something like this. My view is like however many angels that fell and became fallen angels, it's the same number that we have today. Okay. And it is a different talk was like did they what if I say support? Yeah, so basically I'm saying the demons. Cause reasons, cause America, cause go to war, bad guys, cause America. Why am I? Cause reasons, cause reasons, cause America, cause America. It's gonna build a wall. It's gonna fix everything, and it's gonna do it all in 1 week. Okay, Trump's gonna build a wall. He's gonna fix the draw. And he's gonna do it all in 1 week. President commercial. Okay, idiocracy. Say, Trump's gonna build a wall. We got this guy, Trump. He's a genius. And he's gonna build a wall. He's gonna make America great again. Okay, so he's kind of like a WWE wrestler. He might be the closest to a WWE World Wildlife Foundation doing wildlife. Hey, listen, sleeping on the interstate. Ho, ho, ho. Doing wildlife. Okay, here come the doctor in charge. Ho, ho, ho. Doing wildlife. Ooh. Up here on the mountain top, oh, oh, not too much wild life. The music video is fire, okay? The talking heads, wild life with the flowers and stuff. If you like visuals, okay, it's a good music video, okay? It might not be the original, it might be somebody made an edit on it, okay? On the way to the stock exchange, ho, ho, many love when the person the door. So, okay. So where's the point? Break it up when it opens the door. Oh, oh, oh. Do love. So it's like a goofy song. If you like goofy songs, like silly, and like if you're gonna try a karaoke singing, it's a song that is supposed to sound weird and awkward. As you sing, kind of like that's the vibe of the song. It's like awkward and weird. So that might be a good song if you like to just feel a little bit performing side about starting to sing live or something like this. It's supposed to be, they you understand, so it's a good song to practice. I like it. So you do all kinds of stuff. So that's the point. Yeah. Where was I going with this? Satan is the God of this world. Okay. Boom. Finished. Okay. And if you look at history, you have priest classes. Okay. So Satan has always been the God of this world. And human beings organize society, world system, institutions, compartments, government, hospitals, pharmacies, priest class like temples where humans go to worship false or real religion. Okay, so this is like society. Satan is the God of this world. Proven. Here's a proof text for me saying Satan is the God of this world and whom the God of this world. Okay, that verse, and then when Satan tempted Jesus, he brought him up to a high place and showed him the kingdoms of the world, all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory thereof, and offered them to him. Like, hey, I can give you all of these kingdoms. What would that be? Like the great kingdom of China, Babylon, the United, that is going to be so long ago, 2,000 plus years, that it's not going to, maybe Assyria, do you understand? Whatever the names are, okay? Like the Ottoman Empire now is like Turkey, I guess, in that region, okay? But here's the point. Mesopotamia or whatever. So he showed him all the kingdoms of this world and the glory of it. And he offered it to Jesus when he tempted him. After he was 40 days, Jesus was fasting in the desert. And Satan came to tempt him. And he showed him, brought him to a high place and showed him, I guess it would be like a vantage point. Go to the world stage, or like maybe Trump Tower at the top floor. And then he goes and look at all this city. I can give you all of this if you do you understand. Somebody actually owns the whole city. Now, I don't believe the Satan will try to pull a fast one on Jesus, see, and be like, "Oh, psych." You know, I've seen like videos that's like a guy walks up in a YouTube short. It's like if you're outside walking, see a Ferrari park, and like you get a YouTube short, say for, "Yeah, I got a new car, guys." Okay, and then it's like, or do you understand? Or like if you go like to a guy and there's a prank, like, hey, it's like you find a Ferrari where somebody parked a Ferrari and somebody walked past, say, "Hey, that's my phone. Give me $1,000 right now. You get it. Here's the ownership deed papers to it, but it's not your car. Okay, it's like a bridge to sell you." So that's the point. I don't think that Satan would even be trying to be like trick Jesus into thinking that he's the God of this world that exerts influence and has control of the kingdoms of the world to try to pull a fast one on him. Okay. I don't think so. So it was the truth that he told him, meaning it's like he's the boss of the world system. But it's not like he needed to be taught this Jesus by Satan. Um, so and here's the point. So once I go with this, we start out with the NATTY or not, which is kind of like a goofy of a concept format, and we got into some real serious, intense, deep reading, hard and heavy. There's the topics here. Okay, so if you're watching this, you are the resistance. You're watching Mike Saha live. Live. You're watching Mike Saha live on Okay. See, if you're watching this, you are the resistance. Okay. Okay. So what is important? There's a wall between us, and the river's so deep. We keep pretending there's nothing wrong. There's a wall between us, and it can't go on. He is Alex Jones, broadcasting from Truth Headquarters. Okay, he's a fake, by the way. He's the Mike side we have at home. Mom, can we have Mike's side? Mike's side, we have Mike's side at home. Mike's side at home. Exactly. That is a picture, actually. Okay. See, it's like that's the team. Goodwill Foundation, Make a Wish Foundation. It's like the other side. That whatever is the cheapest store. Okay, if they like pay you to take stuff out of the store, that's the Alex Jones. Okay. See. So, anyways, the point. Yeah. Okay. Get to the point. Okay. Get to the point. Okay. All right. So, okay. Crying out loud. We're a long time here. Finish up for crying out loud. Finishing up. I'm walking here. Hey! I'm walking here. I'm walking here. Hey! I'm walking here. Yeah, that's a joke. It's a reference and a joke and an acting exercise. I'm acting training. Mike, people come and ask me all the time, Mike, what's your secret? Why are you so much better than everybody? Okay. And I go, well, I'm glad you asked. The 600 person this month asked this question in my chat. Okay. Why are you so much better than everybody? And I go, it's like, well, okay, I hate to tell you, but all right, I've been asking so much. So many people ask me all the time. I finally let you know. Okay. See, it's like it's like it's the it's whatever. So we don't have to explain every joke. So here's the point. Okay, it's like it gets the job. I move on. So it's the point. Um, yeah. Okay. So here's the point. Mike, you're crazy. People tell me that for real now. So it happens quite a lot. Some of these people are fine monkeys that work for the deep state to come and say that I'm crazy. Mike, you're crazy. Oh, I'm crazy. Psych. You're crazy. Okay. See? Ditto. Okay. See? That's my new. I was thinking about this earlier before going live in the kitchen. Like this. Okay. And I was going around and talking and stuff. It's like, yeah. People, there's been a pair of people coming in my chat say, I just got a glimpse of that. It was funny. Okay. That's a copperhead. So, that's an autistic dad joke. I heard about dad jokes before. I bring you autistic dad jokes, okay, with even more something. That's the point. It's basically has explained that joke to while we're at it. Spend 3 minutes explaining that. So there's a compression sleeve on his head that says copper, the word copper on it. So Bob is a copperhead snake. Okay. He's a copperhead snake. Okay. So I'm fighting copperhead snakes now. It's getting intense over here. So anyways, the point. The copperhead snake in the church. Okay. The copperhead snake in the church. See, anyways, the point. People have been coming and tell me, Mike, you're crazy. Okay. It's been a pattern over time. Mike, you're crazy. And it's your drugs, you're crazy. Is that okay? I'm not on drugs, I'm not crazy. The rumors of my drug use and craziness is far exaggerated. Okay. So people go, Mark, you're crazy. You're crazy. Okay. Psych. Ditto. Reverse Unocard. Ditto. You're the crazy one. Okay. Oh, somebody's crazy in here. Who is it? Is it Mike? No, it's the person who said Mike is crazy. Is the crazy one. Psych. Ditto. You're the crazy one. Everybody's the crazy person. The person said that I'm crazy. Ditto. Psych. You're the crazy one. See? See? Mike, you're crazy. The crazy one is you. It's not, it's two. It's you. The crazy one. See? See how that works? I win again. And I can rest assured now it's like another victory. Chalk it up. I go mark another week win on the calendar. See? That counts as a win. Up at this point, everything I've done coming in the win. So boom, check mark, timestamp. This will be the victory now. Okay. So here's the point. I win again. Okay. So here's the point. I want to do the song by myself. Okay. Commissariat gadget. Commissariat gadget. Go gadget go. Okay. I'll get you next time, Mr. Gadget. I'll get you next time. Okay. You know the people in the gadget, in the Mr. Gadget. It was like in every episode, it's the same way. Spoiler alert, where it's like the villain is like stroking a cat. He's like, I'll get you next time, Mr. Gadget. And it might not be exactly like that, but this is my villain voice. I'll get you next time, Mr. Gadget. I'll get you next time. When it speeds off, it always ends the same. I like the predictability of it. You know how it's gonna end. So here's the point. Rock steady bebop, okay. Shredder. It's like it's a super rat. Okay. Like once they found a super rat to train them up, it was a different thing. So anyway, support. It's like the cover hamburger is like a mutated turtle rats living in the sewers until a sewer rat finds to take the other wings. It's like they all went up here from there. So we're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. A little bit, okay. Cowboy, okay, that's a good one too. That's another one. Okay. Bumbibärsaften, den magiska kraften. Och visst blir man stark om man dricker utav den. Hipp hurra. I like the Swedish version of the Gummy Bear theme song. I like that more than the American one. Okay, really. The lyrics, especially. So it has themes about the good triumphs. So here's another thing. The Gummy Bear's got a spring in the step. And a pep in the step with a spring on it. Put a pep in the step and put a spring on, make it snappy. Cha-cha, okay. Make it work out, cha-cha. That's the point. Okay. They put a pep on the step with a spring on it. Okay. So not every line has to make sense. So we're finishing up. Apparently, we're finishing up. Okay. This just in. We are currently finishing up. Okay. This just in breaking news. We're finishing up. So now the finish up could take 30 minutes or 3 minutes or 3 seconds. So anyway, American Indian I got into health fitness. I got into not just the cut and dry boring factors like this is bad for testosterone, this ingredient lows testosterone, this thing helps it. But it's like the why, see? Why, when, what, the W's? Why? It's like I find it hard to be like kind of constrain myself like just health fitness. Not I said, well, here is why I need to tell this that the shampoo why the average man has lower teeth than should have, and why I don't recommend it to use the commercial shampoo. Most people use this fragrance has styrene or whatever it's gonna do. I don't recommend that to people. I believe this is an agenda. So when I've been researching, I figure out that there's also a Swedish indie movie that maybe God want me to watch it. And it's long before I got like the epiphany aha moment of like the testosterone there and everything that's changed properly. But there was a Swedish indie movie where it's like the plot is like a dystopia and a control mechanism is the shampoo that they see the mass in society to use. It's like there's some kind of thing inside of the shampoo and that's part of how to control everybody. It's part of the plot. Okay. You all, everybody, drive shaft. Previously on Lost. We had to go back. Okay, we can't go back. We had to go forward. Go forward. Go back. Okay. Previously on Lost. Okay. Previously on Lost. Previously on Lost. Previously on Lost. No, it's not right. I'm sorry to list it there. So we're not doing the more voice stuff right now. Just regular tennis speech. So I support. Uh, if you're looking for a board, it's not pennies. Okay. So okay. It's not pennies boat. Okay. This is part of the lost. Is that this guy called Charlie Spoiler. He's got like band-aids over his fingers what he bought. It was like not pennies boat on his hand and I put it in the window. He's like, oh, it's not pennies boat, everybody. Okay, but now we know something for this. What is it saying? It comes to Russia in there. Spoiler alert, comes to Russia, he's got a grenade. He's nuts. And he pulls the pin, he's like outside, oh yeah. And it's like, oh, it's gonna blow. It's one of the things. It's Lost. One of the best series. They all let you finish. But Lost was one of the greatest series of all time. All time. Boogie. Okay. The Boogaloo. Okay. Electric Boogaloo, whatever. That's the point. It's like, yeah. So, yeah, okay, so but this is an agenda to have the masses weak. And I believe that if men have low testosterone, it's not like if the Illuminati can poison you to have low T, now it's your downfall, you can't resist them, and they have full control of you. So it's not like this one thing, if the Illuminati can lower your testosterone, for sure you're gonna be a good boy that doesn't cause some trouble and be like controlled by the deep state, and not necessarily. But it's a conducive, meaning this like it statistically if the masses have lower T, the average man, there'd be less people statistically becoming a Django Unchained person, Neo the Matrix person, is still with the same type, or the guy in the Daily Mail with the glasses that can see the true society, and that's the type of person I am. That one person in 10,000 or 100,000 or million or something like this. And after I've been woken up and set free. I'm out here working to liberate people. The same people worked on Plug who fight to defend the system and that has them enslaved. So, as a Christian, you're free. Unfortunately, most Christians have gone back to the slaves. Do the Bible church are slaves? Why? Because a Christian has been bought free from the slave market. Now, if you choose to go back to Pharaoh and work for Pharaoh and take orders from Pharaoh, the taskmaster, and chase after God's children and pursue them, now you're choosing. Do you understand? So the Jews were liberated from Egypt where they were slaves. God set them free. Now the Nazis say they were free. Now you could, I guess, draw back And be like, I'm going back to Pharaoh. What's good there? I'd be like, hey Pharaoh, let me help you chase the Jews. Okay, see, like that. Kind of like a old time corporal, the same type. They had the Holocaust, a corporal Jew, which supposes the worst insult a Jew can give another Jew. I've heard. It's called like a corporal or something like this. It's like one of the worst things, like going for the jungle, insult you can do to Jew. Okay, so it's like whatever. It's a point. Uh, it's a wild world out there. Okay, so World Wildlife Federation, World Wildlife Federation, World Wildlife Foundation, WWF, World Wildlife Foundation, WWF wrestlers. Okay, so it's like here's the point. I believe they're easier to control domestically. If they can lower the masses, testosterone men, they're easy to control. If you have a problem cat who's got high testosterone, a male cat, is run around with territorial, being hard to control, see, not tamed, not tamed, not domesticated, but he has wildness. See, that's gonna be hard to control. I'm not joking. This is like real. You can have a cat that maybe your dog, like you find it's like a stray cat was living in the woods, and you take him in, it's like running around pissing on the walls and fighting everybody or something like this. Like, wow, okay, he's wild. And you'd be like, quiet down, cat, try to relax. Okay. It's like, well, go get him sprayed by the vet, neutered. And what does that do? Cut off his testicles or spray him with something. And he ends up lowering his testosterone. Oh, now he's more mellow. Marshall's not mellow. Mike is not mellow. It's adrenaline rush. Okay, you feel the bass hump all the way to the park off fill up. Okay, certified anti-crime. You can see the spar from hard metal, cold hearted. Since they are both guarded, since they must have started to pop metal. Okay, what is support? So, feels like a close, it's coming to. What am I gonna do? It's too late to start over. This is the only thing I think I know. Like what they want, your parents, hit your parents. What do I say some point? Rhythm is a dancer. In case you didn't know. Rhythm is a dancer. Okay. Come to station about rhythm. It's a dancer. Okay. So yeah, I know I support. Uh, yeah, here's a point. Yeah, there's an agenda to have the mass controllable. What makes a person easier to get and keep control of? If you dumb them down and weaken them. Lower testosterone have less energy and mentally physical fatigue. Lower the IQ make them like walk around like a sugar song like in a haze. See? So it's easier to control people who are like sick and tired. It's easy to control people who are sick and tired than someone who has energy and like mental sharpness. So the deep state have been working to dumb down and weaken the masses. And obviously, there's going to be a financial component to it, but that's not the end all be all. The Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. So money is a factor, but I believe that the deep state are above money. Here's my personal take on this, the economy. I believe like the deep state can like print money out of thin air. Okay. And it's not like every dollar bill is back to these many grams of gold in a vault somewhere or something like this. It's not gold backed 100%. But at all time, coins, it's silver, a precious metal, like antiquity. But like coins, it's silver coin, and it's a rare, precious metal. And the gram weight of this coin would be the value. Do you understand? Like a coin that has this stamp and stuff, you can buy one watermelon with it. But even if you like melt it down and don't have like the coin with the stamp on it, this gram weight of silver can still buy you the same object or almost. It could be a little bit more value in the code because there's some effort and work goes along with the stamping and things like this. But basically, like a gold coin that's pure gold, it's worth like the material is valuable and you can borrow it. So that gold coins and silver coins are real value, which like it's a precious metal. This coin is 7 grams, let's say, of gold, and 7 grams of gold is worth 24 chickens and 12 eggs or something like this. Okay. Do you understand? If it's melted down in cone shape or not. But now it's just paper where the material cost might be like 3 cents for $100 bill or something like this. They produce it in bulk, it's gonna be even cheaper. So maybe it's like the $100 bill is like the material cost, what it's made from, is like some plastic, paper, some kind of paper, and ink on it, and some shadows of it. So maybe it's like 3 cents or 5 cents per dollar bill. Like if you like get the paper, go to processing, I have this much paper. Okay, what can I get for this? And it's like if it's like a thread of silver, I have this thread of silver I can get for that. And if it's some kind of, do you understand? So it's like there's the monopoly money, more or less. I believe that the economy is fake to some extent, where it's like it's on life support, but they can cause a financial collapse at will. Like what they push about it, like, oh, now we have financial crash if they want the deep state. And I do believe it's like, oh, the CIA, if they want to have 1,000 people paid by the CIA to be like stalking people, they can just go like, boom, 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 put $1 million, just appears in the economy like ones and zeros on the internet. So I don't believe the official story mainstream view of a lot of things. Okay, like the economy, things like this. Oh, my point is this: uh, there's an agenda to control the masses, and part of that is having men have low testosterone. Now here's the thing: here in plain view truth, the deep state tell themselves they have this in plain view, which I've been able to show videos, foreshadowing of the pandemic, foreshadowing the 9/11 attacks and whole movies, foreshadowing the pandemic in pop culture. Luke Fiasco, what never said, Resident Evil, even Lost. I found an instance of foreshadowing of the pandemic in there. Because that's how that's the deep state's MO. The psychopathic serial killer power lead deep state Illuminati. They killed thousands of people in 9/11, like Anton Chigurh. Then here's the point. Society talks by design, not by incompetence, not by chance. So I don't believe like if I arrive at understand, it's like, oh, shampoo is this, and people eat this much sugar, and a high calcium diet, and this and that. And it's like, oh, it's just by chance. Or it's like if somebody's making money from selling milk, or they could make money from selling vitamin C too. Okay. Corporations can make money selling vitamin C. Think about it. It's not just money incentive for profit. Because people could make more money selling things to make it more beautiful and healthier than to make money selling things to make you ugly and sick like sugar, candy bars. See? It's like people can make money selling supplements or water filters, things that are good for human health or body odor. See? So you don't have to like sell things. So anyways, the point. The entry level, level one, I say. If you can get that level, that's good, and you stand out like above the masses, like the pretty distribution for this. If you can see like the conspiracy in this world, they're not a coincidence theorist. Just like ostriches, like you know what, this is no agenda, no conspiracy. It's just okay. Now, if you can see that it's like an agenda, you can see the society is toxic, and how the average American Swedish person is life is toxic, like high sugar diet, high calcium, multiple vitamin deficiencies. Question mark, do they have that? Okay. And just like disclaimer stuff. Uh, okay, not using exclaimers, and there's no need for them really, because what they're doing, they don't end up being risky. It would not be work. That's it's like, what is the point? I got a strike on YouTube for taking supplements on camera before, or a video pulled at least. See, that's the level target for YouTube. Where Mike Israel, no, Turkestrel, Greg Doucette can make his a supplement selling. Okay, this is good for you. But if I make you to take his supplements on camera as a live stream, IRL stream, or vlog, time to take my supplement dose. It's protein shake. Sale or regulated goods drug use policy violation. For Mike's out taking supplements and drinking protein shake on camera. It's like bizarre land. Like it's like understand. Narcissists and psychopaths love to bring birthdays. When did this happen? On my birthday. is when I got this rare fringe strike where it's like they just, like clearly they're just making something up. And that's also been a pattern we've taught in the video. And I part of the target narcissistic abuse. But a lot of times if it's my birthday or something like this, like that's when they really like they're going for the jugular, something that's supposed to like really make me mad. They kind of, do you understand? That's how it works. So yeah, anyway, what else? Um, what's all this? Yeah, there's an agenda. There's a war for your body, mind, and soul. Okay. To borrow the term from elections, it's a war for your mind. No, there's a war for your mind, body, and soul. I'm not criticizing elections for selling supplements. If you gotta make money off of something, and possibly if I look into well, the overpriced and stuff like this, or if he doesn't have a pure vitamin C supplement, he only has it that's mixed with other stuff, that be critique. But like at least his like supplements can really help you. It is part of his operations, like supplements, Super Made Vitality, Alpha Made Vitality, Alice Jones. So, do you understand? He's got supplements. He's got a supplement store. So I had to look at the supplements, but if people hate that supplements can help you, that's at least partial solution. Your partial solution. So that's the point. There's a deep state. The deep state want to control the masses. Okay, and that's why they got everybody. I'm speaking, of course, of the deep state. Okay, also for this. It's whatever. I'm speaking, of course, of the deep state. Okay, they're deep stated. Okay, Achtung, their deep state. Achtung, their deep state. Okay, Achtung, their deep state. Or something like this. See, it's like it sounds kind of test anything when you do it in German. So it would not try to sound German. The Achtung, their deep state. Okay, they're a scourge on society. Deep state Illuminati. The deep state Illuminati are a scourge on society. Okay, parasites sucking the lifeblood out of this Swedish nation and the American nation. The satanic deep state Illuminati are like parasites. They have been sucking like leeches to the lifeblood out of Sweden and America, okay, and Italy. It's like all of them, okay. They're a scourge. Eine cancer. It is a cancer, okay, the deep state Illuminati on society, okay. See? So I'm not gonna tell about they try to do public speaking. That kind of it's like what, but it's a point. Okay, I speak for those. So it is. That's the point. Perverting. Okay, the perverting. Okay, so it's like what I say. Hitler supposed to had a guy with a briefcase following around like a doctor, and hit him up with injection. I guess maybe it's like testosterone B12 with meth in it. It's like that's some kind of maybe the syringe. What was the syringe that hit the stock with it? It was like testosterone, meth, vitamin C and B complex. Something like there's like testosterone, meth, and B complex possibly. What's that in the syringe that hit the stock have for about like time to hit it up with more testosterone and meth. That's all it is. So it's like if you do public speaking on the internet, there's like statistics. The likelihood that someone can accuse you of being on meth is really high, or coke, or heroin, or anything else. If you start streaming with YouTube, it's not gonna take a week if you stream every day on your phone until somebody comes to your chat and informs you, I'm sorry, sir, the results are back, you are the fault. You are on drugs, okay? See, I'm here to inform you, you're on drugs, okay? Stop doing crack or meth. Or it'd be different. I call it pharmacy. It's like a pharmacy list in the comment section on YouTube. Meth. Stop doing it. It was like crack. Start crack. Just doing crack, everybody. This guy's doing crack. I'm not doing drugs. So now I've discovered that it's not just happened to me, okay? And there's a lot of people I see where they're training, exercising, people can run you stop doing math and stuff like this. So I guess it's some kind of stimulation where somebody's out here do something later takes energy. It's like, oh, it's just they're doing some kind of drugs to do the thing that I'm not doing. Okay, so it's a point. Um, the deep state hide it in a plain view. That's how they operate. If they're doing something to you, they will hint at it. Softener kill away with testosterone. If testosterone goes down, body fat goes up, yielding a softer physique. As opposed to Mark said, David Goggins, build, stay hard. I'm hard usually stay hard. So if testosterone goes down, which is this natural kind as you age, okay. So I'm not making fun of guys that like 50 plus and I don't have the body I have, 36. That's the point. You have a natural kind of testosterone levels year by year. If testosterone levels go down, body fat goes up, so it's like harder to be in really good shape the older you get. It can be harder. Okay. Now, simple fact, all it tells this: if testosterone goes down, body fat goes up. Okay. Which is what you call it soft. Okay. If I'm hard right now, David Goggins, if you got fat, people are like, what happened? You look soft. Say he's soft. And what can make somebody be like that? Testosterone go down. What is something that I've learned can lower men's testosterone? Softener. What's the other thing? Sugar. Google softener testosterone. It looks at studies. Google sugar testosterone. I believe the sugar also testosterone. What are some delivery systems of sugar that are common? Soft drinks, soft serve ice cream, high sugar things, sugar chloride testosterone, body fat content, fat content. So they hide it in their view. Softener, soft ice cream, soft drinks, soft cupcakes. They want to be a softer cupcake, quote unquote. So what is the point? Yeah, I feel like I might just abruptly end this to leave some unfinished points, some unlooped hoops, some unhooped loops. It can hold many loop, brother. It can fit many loop, brother. Okay. They were the bear of the loops. It can fit many. It fit many loop, brother. There's a guy. What's this called? I'm drawing a blank on it. But he makes like fartsy videos, and he does voice acting too. Where it's like he does like readings and make little videos. Okay, it fit many loop, brother. And he has one on. It's like it's like pigs. So it's like one pig. It's like, hey, here's the conspiracy. The humans, you know how sometimes they come here get a pig and it's like they kill them. Okay, somebody's out like, no, you Christ, somebody's out of pigs. Like, no, the humans are not eating us. Somebody's, yes, they come here to get the pigs, put them there, and they eat them. They end up eating them. Okay, see if I can find what's his name. Not to forget Bane. I see them break my fast. Here's Bane. So, notice how this could be an instance of hidden plain view truth. Where this plot is like this bad woman is to control people, is using pheromones, like making homemade perfumes always control people. Which is like the fragrances, the hydrogen cleaning chemicals. Their fragrance is what I've been warned about. It can make you weaker and sicker. Like overexposure, the wrong type of exposure to some of these common hiding home cleaning chemicals certainly can hurt harm your health. So I think it could be like hidden plain view truth. Now, here's Bane, okay. Here's the scene where American Dream NATTY or not. Is it this level not NATTY? Or is it NATTY? Either mot us or the terrorists. Okay. Either this or that. The false dichotomy is either this or that. So it starts out. So how guess how they did this? See, fast acting testosterone. So if I would guess, like, how would this work out in real life? Well, would have to be some like super fast acting testosterone or something like this. Human growth hormone. So it's like this is like I guess short term. This process might take 12 months of testosterone, human growth hormone, whatever the pro bodybuilders use at a high level. But it's like this is like very short. Creating Bane, Batman, and Robin. Bane.
I call this little number Bane. Bane of humanity! Imagine begins at a...
It's got a turbo button too. So is this what American Dream does in between his YouTube streams? Okay, it's like is this the real deal? Okay, is he like Natty or not? Okay, it's like this after the ends live stream. So I'm trying to exercise because I look like the down is the basement of a hospital. They pretty much here. There's like the tubes going up, the pumping. They got like midgets pumping bicycle pumps of like mystery liquids, like random colors. And then there's like there's a turbo. It's like dream or something like this. So it's like easier than or easy now.
I mean, I used to work out. I was a gym rat since I was like 11 or 12 years old. So I've always been a gym rat. I've been bigger than I am now, and I've been a lot smaller and leaner than I am right now. But I took 6 years off of exercise to drink and live stream on YouTube and do dope and shit. And look what that got me. That got me nowhere. All that did was destroy my body. I lost a whole bunch of weight.
Yeah, so in all seriousness, I mean, if you feel off a little bit, it's like it's. I'm glad to see that he got his life together. Okay, like the highest a person has to be saved to be truly like winning. Now, if a person is a alcoholic and they find a way to get off the alcohol, that's a good thing. So good for you, Dean. Good for Dean that he quit drinking. If that's
I lost my self-respect. I lost my energy. I lost my strength. Although I still had the cocky ass. I put on 30 pounds of muscle in 4 months.
okay, 4 months, not one. So I listen close now. He put on 30 pounds of muscle in 4 months. Okay, 30 pounds to kilo. 24 pounds is 10 kilos or so. 10 kilos is 24 pounds, 22.4, something like this. So 30 pounds would be around 12, 15 kilos, I guess. Okay. So yeah, American Dream Natty or not. I was a guest on this guy's stream not long ago. If he still has it up, check it out. Yes, here. 5 sets of 50 reps bicep hammer, dumbbell curls. 13 days ago, when I was a guest on the stream. And it was mostly dream exercise and it was
Okay.
talk,
Sometimes I'll do.
talk about exercise and how he does the bicep curls. And I was asked like, how to do that to talk about it. Here's how I do the bicep curls. Okay. Now this guy's a pro bodybuilder. If I look at the chat when I do bicep hammer because the form police shop, you doing it wrong, so we're supposed to do this. This guy he's a pro bodybuilder. And I don't see him whining about my form. So Mike, you do it wrong. Keep your arm in, out, up, down. Keep it to do this. You need to turn the wrist stuff like this. Don't put your shoulder back, forward, up, down. Understand? It's like it's always like different things. I give him that. Like when I set up in the street, I show I did bicycle. It's like, oh, the form sucks. So you need to do it like this. It's like no. So yeah. So I gotta finish up. American Dream Natty or not. It's an open-ended question. I can either confirm or deny that he's a all-time non-natty. Okay, all-star non-natty, like 100%. no natural. Like his blood has been replaced. They got him to the underground lab, the government, and they replaced blood transfusion instead of blood being transfused into him. They replaced his blood with like pure testosterone extract or something like this. I cannot confirm or deny. But it's like natty or not, okay, natty or not, American Dream, natty or not. Let me know in the comments below which is it. I can give a crap. Okay, okay. It's like I care about your opinion. Like who am I kidding? Like push buttons so I get more views. Okay, that's what I'm looking to get. Okay, at least be honest. Like comment. It's like this is I say. People have been like, no, you just want to tell people. People have been asking like a beauty babe, what shampoo I use. So I'm gonna tell you, it's no. You decided you want to tell people what the shampoo is. Okay. And like the people have been asking, okay, yeah, sure the heck. People are you, okay, singular. I say the singular you as opposed to the plural. Okay. So and another thing is like the manipulation. Well, I don't like this episode. Where like people go, yeah, so let me know in the comments below how you like my new shirt. Okay. Which is the favorite layer? The gray one or the black one? Let me know in the comments below. It's like they're not really caring about what you think. They're looking to get you to feed the algorithm to serve their needs. Okay. So it's narcissistic manipulation. And this is something that's quite common. People go like, let me know in the comment section. And I'm not saying don't go over the top, that it's always going to be a dirty game being played. But it's kind of a lot of people are like pretending like they want your opinion. They want your engagement to boost your growth. It's the real thing. That okay. So it's like a way to be like, hey, let me know in the comments below. How do you like my glasses? I said, I'm not asking. I don't care. Okay. I don't care what people if they like them or not. Okay. What matters if I like them. I might ask my wife, hey, you like my new glasses? Okay. So that's the point. You'd be like, oh, how you like my new glasses? Let me know in the comment section below. You like them or not? It's just trying to get people to leave comments to boost your growth and then. So I'm being facetious and I say a little bit right here. So I support American Dream NATO or not is still a mystery. It's an unsolved mystery. It might be back next time. Okay, it might be next time speculating on. Okay. American Dream NATO or not. I don't blame you if it's not a natty. If I was 50 plus and I go to doctor, you got low T, hook me up, doc. Quite possibly I'll get HRT or TRT if a doc recommended it. I was 50 plus. Now what I'm really leaving for is having naturally high T. So we're living, I'm looking to have high natural T, not to get a huge physique, but just the optimal hormonal health. So I'm gonna finish up here. American Dream, natty or not? I almost said you be the judge. You can judge for yourself. Do you think that this man? Actually, you can leave your comment here. A comment. Now, there's no guarantees you won't get blocked from leaving comments. If people are rude, disrespectful, haters, trolls, I see the comment. A lot of times I block them. Okay. I've been dealing with too much harassment and irky people to you know. Okay, so here's the point. Videos. So he's 50 plus. Recently got out of prison. He's 5'11", I know that. Do you think he's natty? A natural, meaning a bodybuilder that doesn't do any homotherapy or something like that. And he can answer it himself. Okay. He can answer it himself. He can leave a comment on this video, possibly I'll add to mention him. Add mention him. I gotta change the title to end other topics on YouTube because it's started up being a net or not, it became all kinds of other things. So yeah, net or not, it's a mystery. American Dream is a net or not. You go look for yourself, check out his channel. You look at his videos, his flex videos, training he's doing, what he's eating, drinking, his shakes, what he's doing, and he vlogs like his workouts and his meals and stuff. So you look at that, look at the body, and you make a decision. Do you think this guy's natural or not? See? So That could be the video. I still didn't eat since waking up, and it's been a while since I woke up. I might get to cooking pretty soon. It's 14:48, which means 2:48 p.m. And that will be the end of the live stream. You're watching Mike Saha live on YouTube, broadcasting from Truth Headquarters, Sweden. My living room in Sweden. Okay. If you're watching this, you are the resistance. Duk, 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 duk.